Very detective, so yeah, but that's another video. Anyways, to get to know her and let me explain why the more they release, the faster. Very loyal and faithful, but if you come with the BS, and the more they release, the faster. So welcome to my channel. This is the part 3 series for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you have lots of Pisces in your chart, you are in the right place. You have found the right video. Now, I have already done part 1 and part 2. And if you haven't seen those videos, make sure you guys take a look at part 1 and part 2 on your Pisces. Now, this is the end of the series, and we are going to do the dark side of the Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising, because part 1 and 2 is the good in this woman, and these men, but I wanted to just make sure that we are all aware here that people are not just light. People are also darkness. And let me give you an example of what darkness is. Some of them can be over-sexual. Some of them can be a little obsessive when it comes to drinking. They could learn and find escapisms that are like they could lead themselves into a dark room constantly and closing themselves in certain enclosures, like a bedroom, a bed, a living room. They could be overeaters. They could be, somebody who obsessively does dark things. It could be a certain addiction. It could be they drown themselves in alcohol. When you think about the fish, they love to drown, and that could be in their own tears. Some of them just want to put on sad music and cry, and that's release. That's not darkness. That's them releasing the pain they have inside of them. And let me tell you one thing about Pisces. They can be really good friends. They have really beautiful hearts. But when you get on their flip side, they can be your worst nightmare. But they can also be that person that will just disappear from you and be like, it depends on where that Pisces is in that person's maturity, how old that Pisces is, and where that person is in their journey. Because you could have a 40-year-old Pisces that's acting like a 25-year-old still. So that's something that you have to also think about. That's something you also have to remember. Pisces are made up of all 12 signs. That's why they change frequently, and they can shed their scaly skin, which is basically their heart, and their feelings can change, which is basically their hearts. So what do I mean by that? Let me get into that a little bit. Okay, so say you hurt a Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. And depending on where this Pisces is in her journey or his journey, this Pisces knows how to heal their own wounds by their escapisms. They could be, like I said earlier in the video, they could be somebody that goes and sleeps a lot, somebody that parties a lot, somebody that drinks a lot, does drugs to numb their pain. Now, the reason why I post videos in my content is because, let's just say I've had my fair share. I'm in my 40s, and I love sharing my experiences, because for other Pisces out here, Geminis, anybody, like just anybody going through it, certain things may help you. Now, I turned myself into an artist because I love art. I love art. Now, art can mean many things. And for a Pisces sun rising or moon, they could do many, many, many things. Now, one thing I can say is that one thing a Pisces will never do is she will never be fully understood by anybody. One thing I can say personally, out of all the partners I've had, the worst one I had my experience with was a Scorpio sun. He was very dark. He was very psychotic, obsessive, and stalker. A big, huge stalker. And he did it all for gains. Okay, he wasn't like seriously into the relationship the way that I take relationships or that others may take relationships. He was a joke. And instead of me reacting in a bad way, what I did was I just removed myself from his energy. Like, bye. You can't respect me. You can't be the man that I need or the partner that I need, and try to at least, meet me halfway or whatever. Then I'm leaving you. I don't care how much I love you. I don't care how much I've invested. If you show me too much fuckery, basically, it's a peace out for me. And that's how Pisces can be. So you have to watch out when you hurt these people. You have to watch out for their failings, because when you hurt a Pisces a few times, you're in big trouble. You've lost that person forever. They will end their friendships. So by hurting them, this is the dark side. When you hurt a Pisces too many times, they will disappear. They are not so much revengeful. They just rather remove themselves and never speak to you again. And that's how they punish people. They don't purposely do it. It's just the dark side of them. And this is a dark-sided video. And I am here to share why Pisces shows their dark side. It's because you've done a lot of fuck shit. And if you've shown them that your fuckery games were too, like dark for them, and like you're purposely doing things now, then you got to go. Because that's how a Pisces will be. And that's for man and woman. They are the sweetest, most kindest, loving people. But as soon as you get into their dark side and you start with that, they're going to just disappear from your life and not want anything with you or of you. They don't want to know your name. They will just totally erase you. And what will happen is they will learn, like I try to explain to people, if you become a Pisces shark, right? Say you're a Pisces shark. A Pisces shark means that a Pisces that grew up into this very mature adult, and their actions and their wounds and all that have been healed, and they learned how to heal their wounds. So what do they become? They become sharks. So, and they are very strong. Once they become a shark, they become very strong. And that's the difference between a Pisces fish and a Pisces shark. See, I'm a shark. I've been there, done that, baby. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a shark is. So now that I'm teaching you guys the difference and what things are out here in the world and how people are, you gotta be careful how you treat people, woman and man. Because a Pisces woman that is a shark, she will not tolerate. She will not tolerate the BS. Like, if you keep on, like, coming back with your bad ways and bad intentions, she's going to sense that, and she's going to delete you and block you from being in her life, because she already knows she's not a revengeful person, but she can be revengeful in her younger stages. You see, because a Pisces is all 12 signs. When a Pisces is in her Pisces Scorpio, let me just explain. A Pisces Scorpio is somebody who's very revengeful. And she's going through her Piscean Scorpio phase. And that's where I was in 2014. I turned into a Pisces Scorpio. Because like I said, a Pisces is represented by all 12 signs. So sometimes, Okay, so right now, who am I? I'm a double Pisces right now. And how do I know? Because I just know. Okay, I just know because I got to know me on a deeper level, and I know I'm a double Pisces. That's why I'm doing Pisces series. When a Pisces has reached a certain level in their life and they've been through tons of darkness and wounds and have learned to heal those wounds properly, they grow to be sharks, and then they become speakers, they become role models, they can become the most best, I mean, the best people out here if they've gone through their fair share. So I think all of the pain that I've gone through and experienced has only made me a stronger woman in the end. I mean, I've been through it all. You name it and I've been through it, and that's made me exactly who I am today. And I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of the person that I became, because I've not always been here. It took a lot for me to get where I'm at. And if you're struggling out here in darkness, just know, baby, that you will get through that. Even if you are in your younger stages as a Pisces, you will get through your darkness, and that will teach you, and it will make you into a stronger person. So always remember that at the end of the day, we have to go through pain in order to learn how to shed and heal that pain to become better versions of ourselves. And always remember that at each and every single day of your lives. Always remember to keep your head up no matter your conditions, no matter what you're facing. And remember, love yourselves, because nobody else is going to love you the way you are going to love you. And always keep your head up no matter what you're going through. Thanks for watching the Pisces Dark Side Part 3. I will be doing a series on my next sign, my next lucky sign, and I will go through and do another Pisces video on all 12 signs, and we'll get into that. And we will talk about the different examples of, like I gave you guys an example, I was the Pisces Scorpio in 2014. I was a very revengeful woman, and so when like I was saying, like when I was in my Pisces Scorpio in 2014, I was very revengeful. Like an example, I'm going to give you an example. My ex-husband was doing really bad things to me, and I got revenge on him. I did the same thing he did, but I did it a little bit more noticeable. I wasn't so hidden about it. He hid it from me, and I did it like, I don't care if you find out type of way. And when I look back now in 2025, should I have done things that way? Absolutely not. But it's part of my journey that I lived, and it's also part of lessons that I have learned as a woman. And I can truly say it's not easy being a woman. It's not easy being in a marriage of 20 years. So we have our up and downs in lives. But like I was saying, this is the end of the dark side video. This is the end of this series. I will be doing a video on Pisces and the 12 signs and what they represent, and get into that video, and I will do a series 1, 2, and 3. Each one of my series may have 1, 2, and 3. They may also have a 4, depending on how interesting that topic is, how much I want to school out here and teach others to learn about their astrology. And at the end of the day, thank you for hanging out with your girl Elena. Don't forget to subscribe to our account, and always remember, at the end of the day, I do astrology, but I still am a doll artist. Thanks for watching, and I always remember to keep your head up no matter what you're facing in life, because at the end of the day, it's all about you. You do have to love yourself more than anybody else, because it's you who comes first. Don't put other people first, put you first. Pisces suffer from putting others first. Put yourselves first and watch your lives change around that. Peace out, and as always, stay blessed.